Why does my Bronco horn sound like a dang Prius? Hey guys, AJ, Buckin' Life Off-Road. As you saw in the beginning of the video, my horn didn't sound right. I got in it the other day, I tried to use it, and it made that weird high tone like a little Prius. Well, turns out your Bronco has two horns. One's a high note, one's a low note. Well, my low note horn stopped working. I don't know about you, but I can't have my horn sounding like that in a vehicle like this. So I went ahead and ordered the new part online, and we're going to replace that today. So here's the new horn. That's what it looks like. Now these are in a kind of a weird spot. I did read online, someone said it involves taking off the whole fender to replace this horn. So I'll show you where they're at. They're tucked right down in here, right in the front on either side. Okay, there's one. That's your high note horn on the driver's side. Low note horn on the passenger side. It looks like I might be able to remove the headlight assembly and possibly get to it. We're going to find out. So I'm hoping that I don't have to remove the whole entire fender to get to it, because that involves taking off the door, the rock rails, the grill, the trail sight, and my front bull bar. Not to mention this little fascia right down here. All has to be removed in order to remove the fender. Now first I'm going to remove this fascia in order to get to the bolts for the grill. You do need a trim tool to get these clips off right here, otherwise you're going to break them. Okay, well I got that out, as you can see. If you don't have a bull bar, you don't need to worry about removing that, obviously. Alright, so I got the bull bar removed, and if you do have that, to remove it you need a standard T40 Torx bit. Alright, so I detached the grill. After you remove the bolts, you just pull on the grill and it comes right off. Now be aware you are going to have to detach your washer fluid line in order to get the grill off, so I just have it kind of like sitting here with a rag over it so it doesn't leak all over the place. The bolts you're going to need to remove the grill is a set of 4 bolts closest to you, which you need a 10mm socket for, which actually comes in your Bronco toolkit. Alright, so I detached the grill. After you remove the bolts, you just pull on the grill and it comes right off. Now be aware you are going to have to detach your washer fluid line in order to get the grill off, so I just have it kind of like sitting here with a rag over it so it doesn't leak all over the place. So in order to get your front fascia released, you have to take off the fender flare because it hooks onto it. Just be mindful of that. Beautiful. So I took out the headlight assembly and you can plainly see you can access the horn. You do not need to remove the whole fender. That makes me happy. Let's remove the old horn and get the new one in. Obviously you gotta unplug it first, so put some pressure on this clip right here and pull. Nice and easy. Alright, so that's the old horn. Let's plug in the new one and see if it works, just to be sure. Alright, so I didn't attach it yet, I just plugged it in. Gonna walk around and see if the new one works. Here's the moment of truth right here. Oh yeah, see, it's back. It doesn't sound like a Prius anymore. Alright, so we get the new horn mounted back in and plugged in, and now we're just going to put everything back together again. I like to lay out all my stuff. So I took off my bull bar, I laid the hardware right next to the bull bar. Same thing with the fascia, all the clips all together. Now I did remove my air filter cover because I'm cleaning my air filters at the same time, so I just figured I'd take the whole thing off. The grill I kept over here because I have my IAG grill lights plugged in. I just didn't feel like disconnecting those, so I just set it up against the Bronco and works just fine. Alright, so now it's time to get the headlight assembly back in. For some reason, Ford Motor Company decided to use a smaller lower bolt here. That's why I'm using the ratchet. The top bolts for the headlight assembly are 10mm, same as the grill. Now you just snap the lower fascia back in place, taking care not to break any of the clips. same thing with the grill. Just line her up and snap her right back into place. Take care not to forget to reattach your washer fluid lines. Once that's done, I always like to do just a little bit of cleanup just around the general area I'm working in. Alright, so I reconnected the washer fluid lines, snapped the grill and the fascia back on, and now it's time to replace the bolts that hold in the grill. Once your grill bolts are back into place, it's time to put on the top fascia. All these little clips you pulled out with your trim tool, you can just push right back in. And of course, now it's time to put your fender flare back on. Well, let's go throw this old horn in the garbage. Now it's time just to throw the bull bar back on and we're going to be done. Well, alright, that's done. So if your horn stops working, don't take it to the dealer. That part online was like 40 bucks, including shipping. And I'm sure the dealer's going to want to charge you $200 or $300 just to replace that simple horn. I was super glad I didn't have to take off the fender. I was definitely happy about that. But yeah, super easy install. You know, if your horn goes out, do it yourself. Very, very easy, as you could see. Well, I hope this video helped any of you out. That way you can replace it yourself. Oh, the sweet sound of the regular factory horn again. Take it easy, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.